My people, something serious is happening right now, and everybody needs to pay attention. The news coming from parts of Kwara and Kogi States has really raised alarm among Yoruba communities. Reports are saying that some villages are facing attacks from armed groups, what people call bandits, and it's bringing fear, confusion, and questions about what's really going on. Now, as we talk, please remember to like this video and subscribe so that more people can get this important gist, because this one concerns all of us. So, according to several reports, especially from Vanguard, 9 local government areas in Kwara are currently under pressure from these bandits. These are areas where many Yoruba-speaking communities live, and people are saying that things have become so bad that some villages can't even sleep peacefully anymore. The story is that these bandits don't just come to kidnap for money. They now even demand food and drinks from villagers as ransom. Imagine that. They are not only taking money, they are now asking people to cook for them or provide food as part of the ransom. That shows you how daring and organized they have become. Now, as we speak, this matter has gone beyond rumor. Communities like Kayama, Patigi, Edu, Okeode, and Lataworo have seen some very disturbing incidents. Forest guards have been attacked, some people have lost their lives, and families have been forced to run away from their homes. And this is not happening in the far north, this is right here, in places that Yoruba people call home. Please like this video if you believe this issue needs serious attention. And don't forget to subscribe because I'll keep giving you verified updates as they unfold. Reports say that some of these attackers come through forest routes, moving from Zamfara and Niger State into Kwara and Kogi axis. Some locals even said that they believe there might be people among them who give information to the bandits, people who help them find which house to attack or where to block the road. Now, whether that part is true or not, it shows that the situation is delicate, because once you have insecurity and mistrust in the same community, it becomes harder to solve the problem. The government in Kwara, to be fair, says they are trying. They have given vehicles and motorcycles to security agencies, and there are joint patrols involving police, army, and local vigilantes. Some cattle markets in remote areas have been closed, and even the NYSC camp has been moved from risky zones to safer areas. So yes, they are taking action, but the question people are still asking is, are these steps enough? Because when you hear that people in some villages can't go to their farms anymore, can't travel freely, it means more needs to be done. Now, let's talk about Kogi State. Sahara reporters came out with a breaking story that claimed that 27 people were killed in a fresh attack in Yagba West area of Kogi. That area, by the way, is Yoruba speaking. That report shocked a lot of people because Yagba West has been known as one of the peaceful parts of Kogi. The idea that bandits have now reached there made people panic quickly. But shortly after that news went out, the local government council in Yagba West came out to deny it completely. They said nothing like that happened. The council called the report false, misleading, and damaging. Even the senator representing the area, Senator Sunday Karimi, came out strongly to say that no such killings took place. He said the news was exaggerated and that people should not panic. So right now, there's confusion. One side is saying something bad happened. The other side is saying it didn't happen. Now, I always tell my viewers, please, whenever you hear breaking news like this, don't rush to believe it immediately. Let's always wait for confirmation. We need to ask for evidence, ask the security agencies, and check multiple sources before concluding. That's how we avoid spreading fear unnecessarily. But here's the truth that nobody can deny. Insecurity in that region is getting worse. Even if the Yagba West story turns out to be exaggerated, the overall situation in Kwara and Kogi border areas is not something to ignore. Farmers are afraid to go to their farms, roads that used to be safe now have people afraid to travel, and villages that used to be lively are now half empty because people have run away to stay with relatives in safer towns. Please, if you are watching, don't forget to like this video right now and subscribe so that you can help spread awareness. Now let's talk about how this affects Yoruba people directly. These are not just random villages, they are Yoruba communities. And for a long time, people have always believed that the Southwest was safer compared to other regions in Nigeria. But now, this trend shows that the problem is spreading southward. If the leaders, both traditional and political, don't act fast, this could become a bigger issue. Because when bandits realize that a new area is easy to enter, they don't stop, they move deeper, testing the limits. What this means is that Yoruba leaders need to rise up and not just talk about it, but actually coordinate action. Traditional rulers, community elders, politicians, everyone has a role to play. They need to work closely with the security agencies to identify vulnerable areas, build strong local vigilante systems, and make sure information reaches the right people before it's too late. Vigilante groups can help a lot, but they need to be well trained and properly linked to the police and army so we don't have confusion or abuse of power. And I'll say this too, community intelligence is very important. In every area, people know who the strangers are, who is new, and what's unusual. When people keep quiet because they are afraid or don't want to get involved, it gives the attackers an advantage. So everyone in these border communities needs to become more watchful. Use local communication radio, social media groups, even church and mosque announcements to share warnings. Now, something else we should talk about is the economic impact. Most of these people in rural Kwara and Kogi are farmers. Once they stop farming, we start seeing food shortage, higher prices, and suffering in the cities. So this problem is not just local, it can affect the entire country. And this is why it's important for both state and federal governments to take quick, united action. It's not about politics, it's about human lives. Also, Yoruba leaders in other states like Osun, Ekiti, Oyo, and Ogun need to come together, because if these attacks continue to spread, it might not stop at just Kwara or Kogi. There should be a kind of regional security partnership. Yoruba governors can cooperate with one another, share intelligence, and plan ahead. It's better to prevent attacks than to react after people have been hurt. And to my viewers, let me say this: we must keep hope alive. The truth is, Yoruba communities have strong traditions of unity and courage. Our people have always been known to stand together during tough times. What we need now is awareness, preparation, and unity. Please, if you are still watching, like this video right now and subscribe. That's how you help spread awareness and keep our people informed.